Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. So, if you have me reading today, um, read today, sorry, um, I am really tired because um, I didn't sleep well, so I'm kind of dizzy. Um, so, and also very tired of doing so much inner work. Um, so too much therapy for every day, and so I guess this is how this month is going to be. Today there's no wedding, but there is a party outside, and I hope the music doesn't bother. Now it's not very strong, but who knows. The topic for today is the flower. So as I explained in another post, I don't remember which one, I said that the flowers are the genitals of the vegetal kingdom. And this is something that we usually don't acknowledge because romantically we believe that the flowers are the crown chakra, the expansion to the subtle divine realm of spirituality of a plant. But actually, for a plant, it is the sexual organ. So in the vegetal kingdom, the crown chakra and the sexual chakra are the same. Um, so this can change our perspective of what a flower is. Oh, so a plant finds its purpose and its expansion through, and its spiritual connection through the genitals. So understanding this point of view of how the plants live its reality, its spirituality through the genitals, we can also understand that it's not only for the plant kingdom, but it's also for every other realm, like the animals, because animals also connect to the divine through the genitals by the ability to make a spirit being born through reproduction. So this means that the spiritual connection in the natural kingdom is related to the ability of creation, of create, which in us, the living beings, is related to the genitals. So why are we talking about genitals and flowers in Day of the Throat Chakra? Because we as humans have been blocking the expression of our sexual connection to the spirit, hiding our truth with secrets, and being ashamed of sharing our beliefs, our feelings. One of the biggest fears that we have as humans is to share the feelings that we have, to share what we feel. And we have built these cultures of fear regarding the feelings, because we have believed that to share what we feel inside is a proof of weakness in front of the others. So from our animal point of view, to share what we feel can be seen like showing yourself with all your wounds, which allows the predator to see how easy it is to take us. Sorry, just wanted to say that for the new people that maybe are here, just to remind you that I am reading everything that you write here. So I am trying to answer as many questions as you are writing here inside the chat, what I am saying. So we are more than 2,000 people, and it's difficult to answer one-on-one, to talk to person to person to explain. So what I'm doing is to read all of you and to take that, and then I answer as I can, regarding, of course, or related to the topic. I would not go into topics that are not related. And of course, this is a class, and this is not a circle to drink tea. So it's impossible to talk to everyone. So that's it. Sorry. So all this weakness that we can have, all this sensibility, we usually hide it. We usually hide it within, so the other one cannot see us as a prey that can take us and destroy us, basically. So of course that this reality of hiding the things, it goes from both sides, because one person is trying to hide the feelings and the other ones are trying to criticize the feeling. Like, for example, in nature, there is a natural mechanism in big groups of mammals, mainly, that we call bullying. That is when there's someone weak in the herd, the other ones starts to act like aggressive to it, in order to show that that's not good for the herd, because it can bring problems. So the other individual starts to make everything to let that other individual know that what he or she is wrong. So this is a mechanism in nature that, from our point of view as humans, we see really bad, of course, because we have morality. But from the point of view of nature, it's something useful for the survival of the herd. So what the individual that is weak is trying to do is to hide its weakness in order to not be attacked. So what the individual is trying to do is to control its emotion, its feeling, its weakness, and preserve that. So that's why all the traumas start to be hidden in the unconscious. So the unconscious is hiding all those things that we feel that makes us weak, in order to not to be expelled from the herd. So the first thing to see here is that the one that is doing the bullying is the one that is weak, is the one that is feeling that should not show its own weakness. So that's why attack at first as a mechanism of defense. What we can see from here is that the person that is doing the bullying is the one that is suffering the most inside, alone. This is why there is no good people or bad people. There is just people with fear. The mechanism of making yourself strong to cover your weakness is an animal mechanism that helps us to survive. But we humans are, even if we are animals, we are doing a path in order to become properly humans and to become one with the everything. To understand the everything. So in the creation of our societies, our civilizations, humans, as other mammals too, they start to create ethics, which is a new way of understanding the herd, in which everyone should protect the weak instead of fighting it. We protect the weak. So humanity is still in this middle point in between being these animals that are trying to be strong in order to survive, and these individuals that protect the weak in order to be one. So one of the things that humans have by creating the ethics is something that that other big mammals has too, like the whales, the elephants, the chimpanzees, which is this ability of empathy, of connecting with the other. So being one would be to feel peace in between each one of the individuals in the herd. This says to discover the attribute of weakness, which is the attribute of sensibility. Sensibility becomes like a tool in a society that helps every individual to feel what the other is feeling, to be so connected with the other that you can even feel that you are one. Sensibility starts to be something that empowers the herd instead of making it weak. So we stop being, as a population, as a civilization that left behind the weak ones, and we start to be a civilization that we're looking for taking care of the weak ones in order to be much more expanded. But even though we are evolving in this, we still act like animals in much of the cases. That even though we know sensibility is something that connects us all, some still believe that that makes us weak and that we have to fight against it. So that's why we still criticize, judge, and kind of even hunt the weak ones. So this is why, in order to learn how to do it, we have to start looking into plants, how plants are doing this. Very different from the animal point of view. As animals protect the most weak part of themselves to survive, the plants does exactly the opposite. They expose the weakest part of itself. They show to the world, to everyone, the weakest part of and the sensible part of itself in order to show it to the world. And they demonstrate that it's that weak part, that sensible part, that is the one able to manifest fruits, seeds, and new plants and expand in the territory. This small and weak part of the plants are its genitals, its flowers. So a plant shows its sensibility, given to the world its most vulnerable part, giving it to everybody without expecting anything in exchange. It gives to insects, animals, to everyone in order to expand itself. Showing its vulnerability. Today I was talking about the awakening of consciousness. When we usually listen to the awakening of consciousness, we think that this is about expanding our consciousness into other levels of dimensions and to understand the universe in a different way. But the awakening really, it is about ending with the dream that is hiding everything that we don't face all down into the unconscious. So the awakening basically is to let all those things that are in the unconscious to let go, to be shown. That's waking up. To wake up is basically to end up with a dream. And the dream is the tool to hold in the unconscious all those traumas and emotions that we don't face. This is why one of the biggest challenges that we have in the awakening of consciousness is to show to the world our vulnerability. Is to show to everyone our secrets, our shames, our fears. So basically, to go through the process of awakening is to take all the layers that are covering our body, to take away all these things that are trying to protect us, and to stay nude in front of the world. I don't know the expression in English, but we say in Spanish, kind of like with a flower for skin. And we usually, as humans, when it's about sharing what we feel, we start to set conditions. Like, we think about to whom we can share this, or if the other one will accept me after I say this. Because we are still like mammals trying to be accepted by others. But plants doesn't do that. Plants just flower, they blossom, not expecting to be accepted by anyone. They just blossom. So this is why, if we are really working for the awakening of consciousness of this world, the main thing that we have to do is to open ourselves to share this insight with others, with the world. Is really the way in which we can be open, delivering what we are. Sensibility is the key of unity during the consciousness. This is why if we want to live in a conscious world, what we have to do is to allow ourselves to be sensible and to express that sensibility. The vibration for today is Z. Z. The statement today is, I am resonant vibration. The code of today is the age of Virgo. This is a famous age for having the development of the Atlantean civilization. It occurred between the years 10,880 and 13,020 BC. What places our celestial north pointing to the star of Vega in the Lyra constellation. This means the polar star that guided the Atlanteans in their expansion around the world. This happened exactly in the historic opposite to our current process of Pisces. Reason for what understanding Virgo's history helps us like a mirror to reflect and transcend their mistakes. Sit comfortable, close your eyes, and concentrate on your breathings. take a deep breath and recognize my body. Bringing my attention to my feet and my legs, I use my imagination to see how they turn into roots that expand throughout the soil on the ground, deep down to the earth. I start to see my hip, waist, chest and back as the trunk that emerges from these roots. I observe and feel the crust that surrounds me. I take a deep breath as I observe my arms and hands, my neck and head turning into branches. And I observe the leaves of this tree emerging from each one of my senses. And I start to feel how the sensations, the feelings, starts to blossom from each part of my body, from this tree that I am, expanding in every direction, blossoming what I feel. I recognize myself. I am the tree of life. I recognize that these flowers are a way of communication with the world, that let everyone know what I feel, but also the potential that I have within. I recognize through those flowers all the inner truth that I am hiding from the world, my secrets, feelings, emotions, and all my shames. What am I shameful of? What I can't share with the world? I recognize each one of those without any judgment on them, and I allow them to be recognized by blossoming in the flowers that emerge from me. I contemplate its colors, its smells, and I recognize that as I express my truth, what I have within, I will attract those things that resound with me, that vibrate with my truth. I recognize that by sharing my sensibility, my weakness, I am extending a network of empathy throughout the entire humanity. I acknowledge that is my sensibility, the one that delivers me true strength. I am resonant vibration. I am resonant vibration. I am resonant vibration. I feel. And take a deep breath, and each one at its own time, come back here and now. Thank you everybody for being here with me another day in this path. And as always, see you tomorrow at the same time.